Hello, welcome to my channel. Today, basically this is gonna be a random reading on a fabulous Tuesday, um, March 21st, I believe. Yes. So, this is gonna be very good. I don't know who is doing this, but there is a way about explaining about what's going on and who's doing this and what's going on, and we have to see it as we believe it. There's always these timings where we have to figure this out, right? There's always a timing here, there's always a timing there, there's always seeing is believing or whatever it is. But it kind of gives you a right way and not so much about that. We have to take these things, we have to believe about it, we have to say like, am I gonna do this? Am I not gonna do this? There's always these ways, right? And we have to understand that because I usually think to myself and think like, am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? Am I uh, believe about what's going on here, right? And we have that little task here. We have what's going on and who's doing this, and like you'll see the cards when I'm doing this. But the point being is that you have to figure out like who's doing this, right? Who's having this as a good sequel, and think, am I doing this something right? Am I doing this something wrong? And we have to have a good way and not a wrong way, but we have to pick a side about this, and we have to figure out about, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? And this is what it seems to be. And you know what? This is like a random reading, right? And random readings are pretty good, but they're very, very odd, very strange, very. But you have to see it as what it is. Okay, so believe it as one way, believe about how it seems to be. There's always a way, there's always a will, there's always this and that. So that's what I have for you. But before you see all the cards, it could give you happy, but it could be not. Like I say, this is just a random reading, so uh, this could be a air signs reading, but yeah, you will see it. So here we go. So basically, the point being is that in this first sector, you see, okay, so you have the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords is reversed. Now there's something wrong in that picture. This around here, so that's the left side. On the right side, you have the Queen of Air, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Strength. All these things. And that's perfectly fine. But the seem to be about that, it gives you like, all right, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something right? Well, let's see what this card means. The buffalo represents be thankful for all you have. Beautiful card, just absolutely beautiful. And the opposite card you have, the cougar, is you can do it. Now, those two cards are different, and those animals are different as well. But the point being is that, you have to think about this as a way of how you feel, the way how you act, right? Now the point being is that, you have the strength card, you have the Wheel of Fortune card. That's basically kind of interesting for that. But the point being is that when I look at the Queen of Air, for example, on this side, on the right side, it is objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. That's what it kind of seems to be. You're trying to not find that holy grail or whatever it is, right? You have to have a good way. There's always like there's a good saying. I always say this in my videos. I say, never cry over spilt milk, or easy peasy lemon squeezy, or water underneath the bridge, or something like that, right? But when you have this, or when you have this at the same time, there's always totally opposites. You know, it kind of gives you that situation. But the Five of Swords reversed. Now, the Five of Swords can be conflict in a different way, but I just really think about how that is. Like if I go and see the Five of Swords reversed, after a period of conflict, you're ready for change. Apologize, ask forgiveness, make amends so that you can move on and create a more fertile ground for new ideas and collaboration. Exactly, right? So it's like right now for the Four of Swords, you're actually taking a break. That's fine. That's really fine. But the point being is that when you have conflict, you have to apologize of what you're looking for. Apologize about having a fight. Maybe apologize of you know anything. You know, and that's what it seems to be. So nonetheless, is that if you think about this as almost we're at the point of sugar and spice or anything, it kind of gives you a jump start. A jump start will give you an opportunity, right? It gives you a different situation, you know. There is always these ways, right? Because you have to figure out about who's doing this and what's going on, and and that's what it seems to be, because this reading is totally different. It is very different, but it's very unusual. you know Now, seeing this, it will think, okay, Zodiac knows exactly. Because when I look at the Strength card and look at the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune says, a time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. That's a good way, right? You know, Now the Strength card represents great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. That's you know. So when you have Ariel, Archangel Michael at the same time, and then you have the Queen of Air, it gives you that situation like, huh, I understand what I'm talking about. So if you look at this from a different angle, look at it from a different angle. Look at, what's going on, right? Because it gives you of what's going on, right? Now I'm going to say this. Believe it or not, if you are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in this situation, if you are having six zodiac signs, if it's Libra, uh, Gemini, Aquarius at the same time, same thing. Look at this. Look at this and think that you can do this, right? And that's why I'm doing these videos for you. You have to think about what's going on here, because you have to put yourself into that perspective and think, okay, Zoe Alex knows what's going on, right? So think about this, because look at your left side, look at your right side, look at that, right? But before I let you go, there's only maybe one thing that you must learn. You'll see who's following you. It is the Four Hearts, and that represents Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in that situation. So if you have that it seems to be that. Um, I'm not going to do the dice situation, but and then enjoy about about this if it represents your letters, if it represents your interesting way, go ahead for it, right? Go ahead about what it seems to be, like there's always a time and effort and what have you, and so on and so forth. So if you think about this as much as you can, go for it, because like I say, there's always a will and there's always a way. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's always that, right? And think about that. Okay, so before I let you all go, there's only one thing that you must learn is pay attention to the right side of having good fortune, strength, and all that. Think about your left side. Having conflict and whatever. That's what that is, right? So think about the mass of a two, right? Think about left, think about right, right? L means love. The right represents maybe rough or something. I don't know. But keep about those two together, right? Because like I say, you have a rough start or a good a good whatever it is. So if you do right to left or left to right or love or rough or love or whatever those LR words are, whatever it is. So just remember about this, and you have to take a risk. You have to take this as a gigantic feeling. Enjoy, right? Because like I say, I'm just a reader, and I'm just telling you what's going on because anything can switch. Anything can give you like wow, right? So if you think about this as much as you can, enjoy it because anything can switch, right? And that's what it seems to be because there's always a good side, there's always a bad side, but look at the good side instead of the bad side, if you get me. All right? So thank you very much and have a fabulous day and enjoy. Okay? So have a good day. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Really bye.